So you can see how it takes the mystery out of pricing by scraping data. But that's great, Jack. But they're going to stop us from doing it. Yes, they are. And I've been saying forever that scraping is temporary. It's all going to stop. One way or the other. And when, we don't know. But it's going to stop. Steve and Jill here.
Hi.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from pretty Phoenix, Arizona.
Today's topic is the drama of scraping the internet for accurate pricing. What the heck is scraping anyway?
Who's scraping and what are they scraping? Is this like a house renovation thing?
Dream with me for a second.
Okay.
There's a lot of different ways to see data. I see data, for better or for worse, in a spreadsheet or in a database. So when I look at Zillow, I don't necessarily see one house here, one piece of land here. That's spatial. I see right through the front end of Zillow, and I see a line by line by line by line or field by field data set. And I want to get my hands on that. That's what scraping allows me to do. From an application standpoint, it extracts the data. Let's say I choose a county and I choose 5 to 10 acre properties and I extract all that data and I dump it into a spreadsheet. It's very helpful for me to price mailers because I know what's going on in that county.
And you're talking for sale property?
For sale or sold, either one.
Right.
Scraping is very effective for that. Is it okay to scrape? I don't know. Is it ethical? I don't know. Is it legal? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's legal. Not 100% sure. There's a lot of court cases right now. So again,
I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of years. Like, it's kind of like when email first came out and people were just blatantly emailing people and stuff. That was okay for a while until it wasn't okay. That you had to have consent and things like that.
And that was the birth of spam.
So, right.
So
it may change.
Think bigger for a second. There's tons and tons of backend data, unimaginable backend data on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So somebody got it all, like 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And there's huge precedent-setting case going on. I don't know if it's criminal or civil or both. And that's probably going to tell us if this is okay or not. In the meantime, companies like Zillow and certainly companies like Facebook have office buildings full of people writing software to make sure that this doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. So for people like us and Land Academy members don't get that back end data. Why? I'm not sure. I guess it's valuable.
I mean, the point is, like, you can get it. You know, it's there, it's open for you to go, but just like you have to click and write them all down kind of thing. We all know we can pull up a property, see what day it was posted, see when it went pending, see what the price, as long as the county discloses that kind of stuff. Let's just say California, for example. You can pull up a property, see all the property details. You can find out the agent who did it, when it went under contract, if they updated that stuff, what it sold for, price per square foot, price per acre, whatever you're looking at. It's all there. What we're talking about is just mass doing it at one time, which that's the gray area. Like, if I can write it all down, why can't I do it all at one time? What's the difference? I could hire a team. I could hire a room of people to write them all down, and then I have it. So what's the difference? That's the gray area. But we want to have it just to make quick decisions. We're not bad people.
Well, the way we use it, I believe, is very ethical. Like, we're not contacting people or spamming them that leads me to my important point. Why do we care? How does this affect us in the land business? So if you take a county, or better yet, a zip code, and you magically in a spreadsheet know how much per acre all the property is for sale and how much per acre all the property has sold for, and you just start to run averages and run the math on that. And you determine that in the last 24 months, let's say, properties are either listed or have been sold for about $1,200 an acre. Now I'm making really intelligent decisions like, you know what? I'm going to send an offer to this zip code for all the other people who own land that haven't been involved in this for sale or sold scenario. And I'm going to offer them $800 an acre instead of 12, because I know I can sell for $1,200 pretty quickly. Or maybe I'm going to send it out for $400. Right. I'll get maybe less deals, but more profit. Mm-hmm. So you can see how it takes the mystery out of pricing by scraping data. But that's great, Jack. But they're going to stop us from doing it. Yes, they are. And I've been saying forever that scraping is temporary. It's all going to stop. One way or the other. And when, we don't know, but it's going to stop. The answer is getting the data like the rest of us get data through an API. And we are diligently working with the data tree to get access to their API so we can price our mailers in a very intelligent manner. In the meantime, we have worked around this because we have our own team of people too. So it's just a tennis game of back and forth. Yeah, now we're going to use this product to scrape. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now they're going to put up a bigger fence. And so it's drama, but it's important. You don't want to just go into a county blind and not know what properties are selling for. Could you do it manually? Sure. And that's I think for non-data people that see the value in sending out blind offers like we do, it's going to take longer, but it's not that many lines of data. If you go into a zip code and you just manually look at all the properties that have been sold or all the properties that are active, probably 20 lines of data, 30 lines of data.
Let's pretend I'm not a real data person. I'm not good at this stuff. I don't know how to do it. Is it the end of the world? Is it going to be the end of my career because I'm not on the front end of this?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
Not
what would I do then?
I would just go in manually. I would go into a zip code, maybe 5 or 6 zip codes. You could probably pull data just like, price, acreage size, just write it down, put it in a spreadsheet, take the averages like we do and price your mailer. No, it's not the end of the world at all.
That's why people if you're listening and you're like, oh, well, then I can't do this. No, don't worry about it. By the way, this is a good point. Please, explain what it was like back in the 90s when you started and what you had.
Well, we didn't have any data.
There you go.
Anything to scrape. So yeah, we had a dartboard in the office, and we didn't have a dartboard, but
there was a lot of guessing.
There was a lot more guessing, and there's a lot less guessing now.
Yeah.
If we have to go back to doing this manually,
like driving an automatic or driving a manual,
have to do, let's say there's 10 zip codes I want to send, or just one county, and there's 400, 500, 600 properties that we have to manually collect. Then we're going to call the Philippines. We're going to make a little video. We're going to tell them how to do it. They're going to create the spreadsheet for you. And in the end, you never had to learn anything, and you got the data set anyway.
Perfect.
That's the worst case thing that can happen here. By the way, none of this applies to houses. The way we buy and sell houses in House Academy, there's no scraping and there's no need for that. We implement something called smart pricing.
And we're happy you could join us today. 5 days a week, we want you to laugh with us here on the Land Academy Show. Need to send out a few thousand offers to property owners like us? Check out offers and the number 2owners.com. So it's offers2owners.com. No setup fees, free mail merge, exceptional service, and now including just released for everyone, concierge data and pricing. It's awesome. Give Offers to Owners a call today. We're Steve and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.